If you're subscribed, welcome back. If you're not subscribed, I'm going to give you a little tip. If you subscribe right now, I'll welcome you in the next video, okay? Because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, such as a plethora of Roblox updates that are good and bad, like Roblox completely revamping groups, Roblox officially announcing the egg hunt, Roblox adding a new ban reason that might be pretty interesting, and just a bunch more stuff, you know, like Roblox removing something that has been on the website for 10 years now, and a lot of people are super duper sad. Now we can move on to the first story, which is just a funny thing that I saw, to be honest, because Grow a Garden has found its way over to Fortnite, but it's not in the way that you would think. So this tweet kind of blew up on Twitter yesterday, or not yesterday, I think it was like 2 days ago. Oh no, it was yesterday, because you'll see. Let me just show it really quick, because Noah tweeted out, Grow It is finally out, with a link to the Fortnite game, and he says it has a live global shop. You can buy seeds and plant them and get lucky and unlock crazy mutations, sell for profit, all saved and growing even when offline. And you know, guys, this is a great game idea. I really like this. Seems pretty original. I've never heard of a game that does this before, and by looking at the actual gameplay they include here, it looks like an original game that has never been made ever before, guys. Now on the Fortnite platform. I almost said Roblox. And either way, if we go to the comments, you can see a lot of people just saying lol, bro. Like, bro, what are we even supposed to say here, bro? They're getting ratioed by Creekcraft and RTC, bro. It's over. Uzoth says, dope. How'd you come up with this game? Can you make one about getting powers from fruits? Ah, that's a good idea. That's never been done before. Yeah, either way, people were just clowning on this guy because he literally ripped Grow a Garden and made it on Fortnite. But to be honest, man, that's gaming and the internet at this point. Everything is stolen from something, dude. It's over, bro. The internet is cooked. Everything's ripped. There's nothing original anymore, and it's over. But either way, we can now move on to something else that I guess is original, because Roblox has announced the egg hunt officially. Because as you can see, it all started off yesterday when they released this video saying it's so close you can almost feel the water on your feet, the wind in your hair, and the sunlight on your face, the darkness at your back. The hatch is almost here, with a video showing off the logo, which just looks like every Roblox event logo in 2024 and 2025. But they also released the actual release date of it, which is going to be on July 2nd, so in around 2.5-ish weeks, maybe 3 actually, which is very exciting. It's a lot more recent than I thought it would be, but yeah, that's awesome. And I could go into details about all the things in this trailer, such as how there's like the chunks of the egg that are surrounding a bunch of the stuff here. Pretty cool stuff, and I don't really know what that entails. But the thing that I want to talk about a little bit more is the secondary tweet they released about the hatch, because they replied to someone saying this: I joined Roblox in 2021. I'm finally going to see what this egg hunt hype is all about. Because yeah, if you guys don't know, but most people that play Roblox in 2025 joined Roblox after they stopped egg hunts. Like the last egg hunt I think was 2020, and even that one was terrible. And most people that joined Roblox or play Roblox actively today joined Roblox in like 2021 and 2022. So the majority of Roblox players have never even experienced an egg hunt, and this is going to be their first ever egg hunt. And you will see here that Roblox replied to this saying the hatch isn't just another egg hunt. It's going to be the largest one in Roblox history, because we are calling on 1,000 developers to help build it. Are you ready to start collecting? Now, a lot of people were scared with this tweet because they said 1,000 devs. You don't need 1,000 devs to make a good egg hunt, dude. The 2018 one definitely didn't have 1,000 devs. And they also thought that with Roblox saying there's going to be 1,000 devs, it's going to be a 1,000 dev hunt, which if you don't know what a dev hunt is versus an egg hunt, a dev hunt is where Roblox basically just asks developers to hide eggs inside of their game, and then an egg hunt is like where they actually make their own game / experience to hide these eggs within themselves, which is a lot cooler in my opinion. And with this tweet, a lot of people seem to think that this is going to be some sort of dev hunt, but honestly, I'm not sure. It's kind of still all up in the air here, because they said they're calling on 1,000 devs to help build it, which it is like singular, you know? So that could potentially mean that they're building like their own world in game for us to find eggs in, instead of just shipping it all off to game developers to put inside of their games. But either way, I'm excited. An egg hunt's an egg hunt. And they also include a screenshot here of just like some graphics, which low-key, I'm gonna be honest, I think the landscape is totally AI, which not a big fan of Roblox, but the eggs aren't AI, I don't think. Maybe they are, I hope not. But the Arthur characters are, you know, crushing my hope, but you know, it might be good, guys. It might be good. And in 3 weeks, we will see. Yeah, I hope it's not a dev hunt. I mean, if it is, I'm not going to be too mad, but I do hope it is something like the 2018 egg hunt, because that one was peak. But now, without further ado, we can move on to some other Roblox updates and just news in general. And let's start off with the small ones, such as one that's not even a Roblox update. It's a Bloxburg update, but it's something that is so insane to the history of Roblox that I just need to talk about it, because I think what happened is Bloxburg got a giant update yesterday, and a part of this update was them changing their logo. As you can see here, I got this tweet on my front page that got 1,000 likes. likes. Very, very poppin' tweet. And it says, Bloxburg's new logo versus the old logo. Thoughts? With 2 screenshots of the old logo and the new logo. Now, I've seen a lot of people actually complaining about this for some reason. I think the new logo is fantastic, bro. It still encapsulates the old logo, and it still uses the same font and everything. It still has the same vibe. It just looks a lot better. So I don't know why people are complaining. I think they just don't like change, to be honest. But dude, the new logo is pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. It's like a perfect balance between the old logo and like just completely refreshing it. I like it a lot. And yeah, you can see a lot of people in the comments saying big upgrade, absolute masterpiece. People are pretty hyped about this. But then you can see other tweets like, OMG, old logo is so much better. Come on, guys. I think the new logo is fantastic, bro. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Do you like the old Bloxburg logo or the new one? I think the new one is so nice, bro. I don't know what people are complaining about, bro. But either way, rest in peace to some Roblox history. You know, that old classic Bloxburg logo has been on the platform, has been on the front page of the platform for many, many years now, and it's finally gone. But at least it was replaced by a pretty good successor. Anyways, we can now move on to the next story, which just happens to be more Roblox updates because that's all we have left here in this video, well, except for one other story. But here's the next one that I saw. So this person, they're literally called This Person, pinged me on Twitter saying some users are seeing a Discover Avatars row on their homepage as of recently, with a screenshot of their homepage, I'm guessing, where it shows off that they have like recommendations to buy avatars on the front page of the Roblox website, which is pretty interesting because this has been a feature for a while, but it's only been on mobile. And I think on mobile, you have to like go to the marketplace to actually find these avatars. But it seems like Roblox is trying to move this over to the website now, which is pretty dang cool. Because the thing about Roblox is that the website never really gets these special updates like this. They're kind of usually only put on the mobile app or like the actual application of Roblox. They're never ever put on the website. So to see one of these updates finally making its way to the website is pretty dang cool. But either way, the update itself is like fine. I mean, all it is just outfits, and there is no upcharge when you buy these outfits. You just pay for all the items in the outfit to get it, which is pretty cool. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the people that do make these outfits actually could potentially get 10% of the earnings. I could be completely wrong about that. I'm just trying to think back to when this update initially released, and I think that was a part of it, but I could be wrong. And either way, this update's fine. I mean, if you go on the front page, you might see some outfits that you can purchase, and I think that's cool. That's cool. It's whatever. But now we can move on to the next story, which just happens to be a sad story because something has finally been removed from Roblox after 10 years. Like, not even kidding. Because if you guys don't know, I feel like most people would know because this is like one of the most classic free items on Roblox. But if you go to roblox.com/promo codes and typed in tweet Roblox, you would actually get this item in this tweet right here. And as you can see, this was posted in 2015. Very old tweet. But either way, this item has been on Roblox ever since this was posted in 2015. And for 10 years, whenever people would sign up to Roblox, this was usually one of the first free Roblox items they would get because it was just like so classic. But now, guys, I am sad to announce that it has finally been removed. You know, ever since, I mean, I feel like it was a ticking time bomb because, you know, ever since Twitter got renamed to X, which, you know, this Twitter bird item has kind of been outdated, and I've just been waiting for the day that Roblox removes it and either replaces it with something else or doesn't do anything. And sadly, it seems like they're just going to remove it and not replace it with anything else, which kind of stinks, but I don't know. It sucks, but the era is finally over where people are going to be using this little birdie on their avatar, I guess. Yeah, rest in peace to this little blue birdie. You can't obtain him anymore. And if you do have him on your account, it is not rare, but it is now unobtainable. So yeah, pretty sad. You can see even a Bloxy News tweet about it saying, another blue bird gone but not forgotten. After 10 plus years, the tweet Roblox promo code is no longer valid. And we can now move on to the next story, which is a good one, I think, because Roblox added a new ban reason. As you can see here from this Bloxy News tweet, it says Roblox is beginning to take further action against wrongfully categorizing the content maturity level of your experience on the platform. They also say that repeatedly answering the questionnaire incorrectly can now impact the visibility of your experience and possible suspension of your account. Now, if you don't know what this is, I'll explain it all in a second, but they also include a dev forum post here that says a bunch of different stuff, where it says new moderation actions for repeat violations. If we find that your questionnaire answers are repeatedly incorrect, there will be further consequences to your experience or your account, depending on the severity of the violation. Now, if you're curious on what this means, well, if you go to any game on the Roblox platform, you will notice that it has an age rating. As you can see, if I go to Grow a Garden, it says maturity minimal. And how Roblox games actually get this rating is by answering this thing called a questionnaire. It's in every single game's settings page, and you as the developer have to answer this questionnaire truthfully to get a proper maturity rating. Now, a lot of games will lie on their questionnaire to get their game to be the wrong age rating, so that it gets promoted to more people. But in that case, then their game, which is not supposed to be promoted to certain groups, are getting promoted promoted to these certain groups. So if you were doing that, you can now actually get banned off of the platform, including your game, which is very interesting and honestly pretty good, because I've seen a lot of different Roblox games abuse this whole questionnaire feature in a bad way, and it's a lot of games that are usually like weird, like for example, there's a lot of hangout games that will purposely answer the questionnaire wrong so that their age rating is not 13 plus, even though every single social hangout game is supposed to be 13 plus. So yeah, I'm glad Roblox is finally you know, putting some moderation actions to this, because before I don't really know what would happen. I think it would just be like Roblox would change your maturity rating themselves and nothing would really happen to your game. There'd be no consequences, but now there is, which is good. Now, just for some more extra clarification, if I didn't make it clear enough already, with this new type of ban notice, you actually won't get like terminated off of Roblox for this unless you do it like a lot. As you can see in this paragraph from the dev forum, it literally says more severe consequences will be only applied after repeated warnings and violations. So I mean, if you are filling out your questionnaire wrong, you will have to do it many times before you get like banned or your game even deleted, which in my opinion, I don't know if that's the best way to do it. I do like that Roblox is adding moderation actions to this type of thing, but if someone's blatantly like filling out the questionnaire wrong, I feel like they should get severe consequences instantly, you know what I mean? But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, that's what Roblox said. But now we can talk about another update that is actually pretty solid, because Roblox has completely revamped how groups look, like we've all been kind of waiting for. As you can see from this Bloxy News tweet, it says Roblox has revamped the community page with a new navigation bar, circular emblems, and a redesigned layout, with a screenshot of what their groups page looks like, where you can see that all of the icons are now kind of rounded on the sidebar, and when you actually open a group, they are completely rounded. They're circle now. Also, they all just look a little bit different. Like, let me go to my group really quick. So here's what my group looks like. You know, it's my group. Join it if you want. But yeah, here's what it looks like. The ranks look a little different. The members count is a little different, and I'm a circle. The tabs are a little bit different as well. But for some reason, the group wall is still here. Now, my group wall has been private for like many years. Oh my god, 3 years. So nobody's been able to say anything. But for some reason, Roblox changed the group wall and updated it when... Why would they? Why would they do that when they're eventually going to replace it with forums anyways? I don't know. But either way, groups are officially fully updated, and I kind of like it. The only problem, though, is this right here, because Sigma Tech Roblox tweeted out, communities with historically square logos since 2009 are having problems with the new crop. While you can easily put a circular logo into a square without losing resolution, if you put a square logo into a circle, you absolutely lose resolution, and you don't get to control the pixels that get cropped. The logos are also inconsistent with the logos that appear in affiliates or other parts of the website. Overall, this is very inconsistent and disrupts the existing culture of communities. With a screenshot showing off what he means, because yeah, a lot of groups on Roblox actually use square logos that are supposed to fit the squareness of the group images, but now that they are circles, they get like weirdly cropped off and they look weird, which is pretty unfortunate. And it's especially weird because when you actually look at my group, for example, it's a circle, right? But then if you look to the left and you look at the other groups here, they're all squares. So like, why would they change the shape of the picture only when it's open versus when it's not? I don't get it. I don't get it. In my opinion, Roblox, you shouldn't make it a complete circle. You should just round the corners a little bit. I feel like that would be nice. I don't know. Because having it as a complete circle does actually mess up a lot of groups, which kind of stinks, but I mean, it's whatever. I think it looks nice either way. Okay, so after I edited my video, literally right after, it seems like Roblox literally heard me. They read my mind, bro. Because Roblox just pushed a new update out to groups that made the icons actually not completely circle, and they made them a rounded square, guys. I literally just said that like 10 seconds ago. Bro, my mind is blown. So yeah, all the critiques that I just talked about are completely invalidated now, or they have been fixed at least, because yeah, Roblox now makes icons a rounded square instead of a circle. They actually read my mind.